Different people describe their pain in different ways. Some people describe it as stabbing, aching, depressing, frustrating, that it's dull, that it makes them angry, stops them sleeping, stops them doing things that are important to them, like sport or playing with their children. They might not be able to work, which could lead to financial difficulties. It could feel like electricity or throbbing, makes them feel worried or anxious. It could even affect their relationships. Although people describe their pain in lots of different ways, there are three common themes: biological or physical, what's going on in their bodies; psychological, or how people feel about their pain; social, the effects pain has on what activities they're able to do. We call this the biopsychosocial model of pain. Because there are so many aspects to pain, it's not always easy to understand and treat. It helps doctors to split pain into two kinds: acute and chronic. Acute pain is pain that has been present for less than 6 months. It's the way your body lets you know that something might be wrong. Treatment of acute pain is directed at fixing the injured part of the body. Once it has been fixed and healing has occurred, pain is expected to stop. Chronic pain, or persistent pain, is pain that has continued for more than 6 months when no damage can be found. People with chronic pain have usually had many different tests done, such as X-rays, MRI scans, blood tests, and been told that there is nothing wrong. After 6 months, we know that the body will have healed to the best of its ability. Science has shown that tendons, muscles, joints, and even bones will have mended in this time. Therefore, pain that continues beyond 6 months is usually not related to damage in the body. After 6 months, the healing process is complete, but the pain continues. Chronic pain is usually unpredictable and can go up and down for many different reasons. The pain is not useful anymore. It is not telling you about damage in the body. It's a bit like a faulty car alarm. Car alarms are designed to alert us of any threat, for example, your car being broken into. Just like acute pain is the body's alarm system. An alarm should only go off if someone tries to steal your car, but sometimes car alarms can go off when no one is trying to steal your car, like if the wind blows or a cat walks over it, or for no reason at all. In this case, there is no car thief. Like in chronic pain, the alarm is faulty or oversensitive. Responding to it is not helpful. We know that pain can persist without any damage to the body, therefore traditional treatments for acute pain that are directed at fixing damage to the body no longer work for chronic pain. The nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord, and nerves. The brain is made up of billions of nerves. The nervous system is how the brain communicates with the body, sending and receiving messages. To do this, the nervous system uses chemical and electrical signals. After an injury, the body will produce chemicals at the site of this injury. This is known as inflammation. In order for the information about the injury to be sent to the brain, these chemicals have to be changed to an electrical signal. This happens when chemicals attach themselves to areas on the nerves called receptors. If enough chemicals attach themselves to the receptors, like a lock and key, an electrical signal is sent along the nerve to the spinal cord. When the signal reaches the spinal cord, it meets another nerve that travels up to the brain using a similar process. Once the signal arrives at the brain, it is analysed by different parts of the brain. Remember, there is no pain yet. There are just electrical and chemical signals. The brain analyses all information available and decides whether or not you feel pain. It asks one important question: is this dangerous? If the answer is yes, then the brain will activate certain systems to produce pain. If the answer is no, then no pain is felt. Our brains are not empty. They contain memories, thoughts, feelings, information from other senses, our culture, and so on. This will all impact on how the brain analyses the signals sent from the injury. The brain can sometimes be confused into thinking that something is dangerous when it's not, and therefore produce pain when there is no damage to the body. Our brains often become confused. Which line looks the longest? Even though both of these lines are exactly the same length, our brain has been confused into thinking that the bottom one is the longest. The reason that pain can persist without damage is that changes can occur in the nervous system to make it more sensitive. This means that more messages get sent to the brain than would occur normally. If the brain continues to receive lots of messages from the nervous system, it can often conclude that there is a danger when there isn't one. Therefore, in managing chronic pain, we talk about reducing the sensitivity of the nervous system. This is done by addressing anxiety with education and psychological therapy, encouraging physical activity, and encouraging people to live the best life they can despite still experiencing pain. We don't focus on trying to fix or cure an injury that is not present or has long since healed.